In the mid-1980s, as investigators were scrambling to make sense of the string of explosive packages being delivered across the U.S. by the Unabomber, a series of package bombs detonated in Salt Lake City, killing 2 and injuring 2 more. The crimes weren't the work of Ted Kaczynski, but one of the injured bomb victims, Mark Hofmann. Hofmann's scandalous story is the subject of new Netflix docuseries Murder Among the Mormons, which devotes its 3 episodes to exploring Hofmann's trajectory from lauded collector of rare Mormon church documents to murderous bomber and criminal fraudster. To recap, after being raised in a staunchly Mormon household, Hofmann became disillusioned with the religion and began using forgery skills developed in his youth to create documents that seemingly revealed previously unknown information about the formation of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, much of which was embarrassing and potentially damaging to the church's reputation. The Salamander Letter, anyone? After successfully duping church leaders and historians, Hofmann ramped up his work and expanded into creating counterfeit documents outside the purview of the church. Despite his successes, however, Hofmann eventually found himself deeply in debt and unable to deliver some of the rare documents he had promised to various buyers, so he decided to send homemade bombs to some of those buyers. Naturally, when one of the bombs detonated in Hofmann's car and eyewitness accounts began pointing his way, his whole scheme began to unravel. Here's what happened to Hofmann, and where he is now. How was Mark Hofmann caught? The bomb in Hofmann's car seemed immediately suspicious to investigators, since the first 2 bombs had been sent to well-known rare document collectors and Hofmann was far less prominent, and he seemed even more guilty when a jacket was found in his possession that matched an eyewitness description of the deliverer of the first bomb. It took months, however, for investigators to actually pin the October 1985 bombings on Hofmann. He was only arrested in January 1986 after they had finally unraveled his massive web of fraud and forgery. Among the most damning pieces of evidence were the discovery of the engraving plate that Hofmann had used to create what he claimed was an original copy of the Oath of a Freeman, believed to be the first document printed in the U.S. in the 1630s, and renowned forensic examiner George Throckmorton's analysis of several documents sold by Hofmann, which were found to be written in ink inauthentic to the document's purported time periods. Due largely to this and other findings by Throckmorton, Hofmann was arrested in early 1986 and charged with 27 counts covering first-degree murder, bomb construction and delivery, and various forms of fraud.